Alright, so this is what a lot of you have been waiting for, is the actual shifter itself. So going through the gears, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
I see you're filming. Do you have like a YouTube channel or something? Or?
Buddy's figuring out how to install one of these fucking things.
Nice. Dude, like I always say, when I'm over here, I always see you working on the car, man.
Yeah, it's a piece of work for sure, but what's going on, everybody? We're here on day 2 of the, oh boy, that hurt. Holy shit. Whew. So we're here on day 2 of the CAE shifter install. What I'm going to be doing right now is adjusting these, I'm going to say, lockout pins. So they allow everything to move side to side evenly. I'll be backing some of these out a little bit to kind of make sure I get into reverse, into first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever. So yeah, we're going to start messing with that. Hopefully we'll get everything set up, and then I'm going to go up front and mess with my JBR short shifter. Right now it's set up to like a 70% reduction in throw. That's way too much, especially when I have this installed. So we're going to get that set up to probably right around 30 to 40 if it can be. If not, I have the stock shifter in hand. We might need to throw this back on, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll start messing with it.
How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
I see you're filming. Do you have like a YouTube channel or something? Or?
Install one of these fucking things.
Nice. Dude, like I always say, when I'm over here, I always see you working on the car, man.
Yeah, it's a piece of work for sure. Alright guys, so we just took out our Mishimoto airbox, and the reason why we did that is to get to the shift arm beneath it. So let me take you off the tripod, let me show you what's underneath there so you know what you're getting into. When you go to loosen your intake, I forget what my RS intake looks like, but typically there's going to be a bolt up here, there's going to be a supporting bolt right here, and then you can pull your airbox typically right out. So under here is where we have our JBR short shift arm. I have all the weights on it, so it's as heavy as possible, but we also have the setting over here that's gonna make the shifting throw a bit longer. So I'm gonna move this over to here. Shouldn't be that hard. I'm gonna flip it over and then see how the shifter feels on the inside. So all you need to do is wedge a panel tool or 2 screwdrivers and you pop it right off. This is actually car now. The problem is you can't get to some of the bolts to actually tighten them down. I've tried multiple different ways. I'll show you in a second. I'll pick up the camera and show you inside of that column and where the issue is. But what I'll essentially have to do is pop off this whole panel right here. I'm gonna try to pull it back. I might have to take off the whole thing, but I'm gonna just try to pull it back and see what happens. Because basically I just need to get to 2 bolts that are right there. So, all right, so what we're doing now is we're actually removing this whole center console. The reason for that is down here you have basically 2 locking nuts, and also same thing under here. There's 2 locking nuts that connect to the arm itself. So once you finish all the adjustments, you basically need to make sure that those are tight. So you never go, so when you're driving around, you don't end up stuck somewhere because your car won't go into gear. So what we're doing now is I removed this trim panel. I'm still not sure if I had to do that, but I did. I haven't taken off the other side yet, but what you need to do is you have a couple of these bolts in here. So like you have one right there that's holding part of the center console in. It's pretty much loose now. You have 2 bolts. You also have 2 bolts in the back, one on each side. Just show you one. It's a 10 millimeter back here, same thing on the other side. And then finally, I'm gonna go around to the other side of the car. You actually need to pop up the handbrake lever, whatever it is. So this locks into there as well, so just pop that off. So 1 bolt here, pop this off. There's 2 10 mils in the back, and now this should slide. I need to take this off. The car is still a mess. But all you want to do is pop off on both sides of this panel. There is a, I don't even know what to call it, but choose your panel removing tool, and this should pop straight out. I'm using my hand. These are a pain to get out. Okay, what? I got my all-terrain moccasins on. Alright, so the point behind loosening this whole column up, now you don't have to take it all the way out. There are some plugs that I don't know where they actually go. But getting this loose is pretty easy. Once you already got this piece off, it's only a couple more bolts, and what this allowed me to do is get a lot more room basically to get a wrench in to tighten those bolts right there, and over here lock down these 2. So that's what we're gonna do right now. It's gonna be hard to get on camera. I'm gonna put it on a tripod, time lapse this, and I'll check back in with you guys once we are all locked in. Super happy with this so far. You guys are not going to believe what I just did. Fucking creamed fucking everywhere. Pro tip, don't step on white lithium grease.
I mean, you can't even put poly. It will literally.
I watched the videos for some of those, and those fucking suck. Man. So, but yeah, this one's just basically plug and play. It's 4 bolts and.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's mint, man. So, just trying to get there's locking nuts obviously on this side. I can't figure out how the fuck to do these things. Locking pin collars.
Yeah.
Because they're on the inside.
Yeah, that is
but
a little bit different of a setup than the one the E36s and E46s have.
yeah,
It's ours is a circular base that mounts on the trans tunnel, but since yours is more all-wheel drive.
yeah. Watching videos of people like pulling the whole thing down and all that shit. Just
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And the Fiesta one, like the smaller Fords, you actually have to do the lines as well. I don't do the lines here.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like that. So.
Hell yeah, dude, but that's gonna shave some time off.
Exactly. It just feels so much better, you know. It's
Yeah, I mean, this thing's a little fucking rocket ship.
exactly.
Check.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Brother.
Alright guys, so that's it for the install. I'm going to get you a nice little close-up of me shifting through the gears. This is what you guys have all been waiting for. We're actually going to be doing a video on the driving impressions as well. Yeah, so we got all the 4 nuts locked in. We got first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, of course, reverse. Back up together. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, hit the like button, it means a lot. Alrighty, so we're wrapping up the install here. I'm about to be buttoning everything back up together. As you can see, the CAE shifter is now in there. The nuts are all locked in. Goes from reverse all the way through 6th gear, so everything's working well. The final thing that you guys have to do, and this is somewhat optional, is your stock trim piece actually needs to be trimmed a little bit. All right, so this is roughly in place. Just to show you guys an example, those tabs right there actually hit the shifter. So I'm gonna bring this inside, going to Dremel those off, and then everything should work flawlessly. Again, I want my silver trim. You guys don't have to have it, it just pops right out. So if you don't want to cut, don't worry about it, just pop it out, you'll be fine. All right guys, and here's what I meant. Again, this is gonna be one of the last clips in the video. Again, I left this little tab here, but that's what would hit if you didn't remove it. So now I have full access, you can kind of go back and forth. And it's good to go. I'm probably gonna kind of leave this wide open. You have the option to slide over a shift boot, but I like the way it looks, so I'm gonna keep it just like this. This is what a lot of you have been waiting for, is the actual shifter itself. So going through the gears, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hands down, this feels absolutely fantastic. Here, I'm gonna back the camera away. I'm gonna be doing an on-road review as well, but so far this shifter is super mechanical. It's amazing, it's worth every penny in my eyes. Again, I had a JBR short shifter before that. This is in a league of its own. So we're gonna go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And neutral. And then up and reverse. So this thing is absolutely incredible. Highly recommend it. That's what you guys are waiting for. Again, stay tuned. We have a whole bunch of new parts going on the car. Guys, stay tuned for more videos. Next up is going to be modifying this steering wheel to keep all the OEM controls and to modify it so it's a little bit safer when it comes to your steering wheel angle sensor, because I ended up breaking mine because I installed this. So I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks on how to install it right. So stay tuned for that video. Hope you enjoyed the CAE shifter. I know I did, and we'll see you guys soon.